Hi everyone, it's Sailor Mimzy. In today's video it is a flip through because I forgot to do December's. I thought I already did. I'm probably going to try and do the whole month in this one video without talking everybody's ear off. So let's get started. So sad I miss using my Hobonichi. Where's December? Okay, so it starts here. So this side is that index page, and I just did a random list of Christmas songs that I like. And then it's decorated with washi. This is a cutout and some stickers. Okay, so December 1st. I just said that I don't want to talk everyone's ear off, but I thought this was pretty funny. Anyway, so here I'm talking about work. And then on this half, I'm talking about a video game that my husband and I were playing. So it's Just Dance 2017. And so it's pretty much like, you know, you copy the dance move you see on the screen. And I think up to 4 people can play at one time. And usually I'm the one who controls it because I'm more familiar with it than my husband is. But I guess he was trying to, I went to go get water I think or something, or go to the washroom. But he was getting a game started. And he accidentally chose the wrong mode and ended up choosing the option to invite other players to dance, as in other people around the world who are playing the game at the same time. And so I walked into the living room just when that was happening, and all I saw on the screen was my face, because like, you know, the way the game, like I guess the main controller for the game is the camera. That's how it sees if you're dancing right or not. But yeah, so the camera was on me as soon as I walked into the living room, and I saw other people's like faces and stuff popping up on the screen too, and I quickly hid because I did not want to be on camera. It was so embarrassing, and like I started laughing so hard because my husband was panicking on like he didn't know how to get out of that mode. So he was like sitting against the wall hiding as well from the camera, trying to shut it off. And I like quickly ran into the kitchen and I hid, and I was like laughing so hard. I was so close to peeing myself. It was so funny. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard. Husband was laughing as well. And eventually he gave up trying to exit it, and he just shut off the whole Xbox. And the funny thing is, I've done that to myself a couple of times playing the game before. Yeah, that was really, really funny. I didn't know how to draw it, so I ended up writing about all of it and just drawing a little funny, like, you know, our cartoony versions laughing about it there. Anyway, so this is just decorated this washi here, and this is, the mushrooms are cut out from wrapping paper, and this girl is from a magazine. So at work I keep finding these little notes tucked into DVDs or audiobooks. DVDs and audiobooks, and it makes me laugh every time I find it, because it's like the person that writes it, it's like they go out of their way to make a little note that says not good. It's like, oh, this audiobook sucked. I'm gonna leave a note for the next person. But yeah, so I ended up chucking out a bunch of these not good notes, and I kept one this time. Sadie and I had a night in and we binge watched some Netflix. She kept me company, but really I think she just wanted my popcorn that I was eating. So yeah, so there's cutouts here, stickers, stamps, the usual washi. And this day I just worked and I found this really pretty picture of a swan. I think it was in a photography magazine. And husband and I went to go see that Arrival movie. And on Sunday, after my husband got home from work, we ended up going for a walk at this, it's like a touristy place, but it's really cool. And it's like right by the river that goes through our city. So we walked through there, and then it started to snow, like wet snow. So it ended up cutting our walk pretty short. We did get a good hour in at least. And there was also a bunch of ducks out, which was weird because it was, at that point it was pretty cold and like there was a lot of snow on the ground already. But we thought that maybe ducks would have flown south with the other birds. And here I just drew a little scene of Sadie not acting like herself. I had my lunch on my lap, and it was just a vegan chicken, mashed potatoes, and some salad. And she usually sits beside me. She doesn't care. Like, she'll eye what I'm eating, but then if I catch her looking, she usually looks away, or she doesn't ever try to go for my food. But this time, she sat beside me and she looked at my food and she started to go for it. And then I stopped her and she quickly she quickly panicked and she like looked away and then acted normal after that. And so this is a Monday. I took the bus to work. And right before the bus arrived, all I could hear out of nowhere, all of a sudden, was loud chirping. And I was looking all over for it, and I ended up looking straight up, and there were at least, it looked like 50 small birds, all on branches. So there was like a tree behind me, but the branches went over my head. So there was a ton of them up there, all chirping at once, and it was kind of creepy. At the same time, I'm very thankful I didn't get pooped on. And for a second though, I felt like Snow White, and the birds were chirping at me to stay home. So that's what that is about. And the sticker is from a food place that's in the city. And this is just a wrapper from chocolate that someone at work gave me. I think this was our first snowstorm morning for the month. Yeah, it was. The next day we did some shoveling. So after the first part of the snowstorm, after my husband got off work, we ended up shoveling outside. He did most of it. I tried to help. I ended up going in before him and I made hot chocolate for the first time, like from scratch. I didn't think it was that easy. And I'm glad it worked with because we use almond milk, we don't use regular milk, but it worked out fine with that. And here it's made a little map of our yard because Sadie had to relocate her washroom spot in our backyard because of the snowstorm. And the next day I was totally feeling it from shoveling. My back hurt so bad, so I was very slow in decorating the tree. I was determined, so I almost had the tree totally decorated. Husband helped out a bit, but I just wanted to do it all myself. But yeah, most of it was done. And it's just a cutout of Lewis Carroll from, I think, a magazine. And I had a headache this day. And there's like winter / Christmassy themed washi tape that I got at Michael's. I bought it mainly to wrap presents and decorate cards with. So it was kind of a blue theme here. This picture is from a Canadian movie magazine that you get for free at the movie theaters. I thought it was pretty cool that there's a lot of, like, this is basically a scene from like the city that I live in. Because it has like our bus stop, it has our newspaper there, and our hockey team. I thought it was really cool. And husband found wasabi flavored candy canes at a store here. He was gonna buy it to trick people, but we ended up forgetting. That would have been really traumatizing to eat. Unknowingly eat a wasabi flavored candy cane. And this came from a food magazine. But husband was off work this day, and I had a feeling that he was going to make pancakes. And he ended up making pancakes, and I didn't influence him to do it or anything. So that was pretty good. I had another doctor's appointment on this day. Nothing too exciting. So I drew an angry bear here because my husband was actually angry. I was actually working all day, and we met for lunch at a restaurant downtown. And we've done it before, same place and everything, but the service this day was so horrible. Like, everything was just really bad. They brought my salad after they brought my small pizza that I bought. And just, yeah, like, the service was really bad. Like, my husband had to ask for menus, he had to ask for cutlery, he had to ask for the table to be cleaned and everything. And he ended up complaining, and it was so awkward because I hate when, like, I witnessed that. The server that was supposed to be watching us, she did do a really bad job, but I just didn't want to be there for when he, like, called her out on it. But he was really, like, he was actually polite about it. He wasn't yelling or anything, but he was just telling her what she didn't do and what she should have done, and, like, what usually happens whenever we go there. And he told her that, he ended up talking to the manager too, but he told both of them that it was the worst experience he's ever had in a restaurant. And we ended up getting our meals for free. But I left before the manager came because I had to get back to work. thankfully I had to go back to work. And on this day, I bought my first set of Winsor & Newton paints. I'm still using my old / cheap crappy paints, but I'm using the Winsor & Newtons as well. It's really different. I guess I'm so used to like my crappy paint sets right now. But it feels really good to have new paints. And this interesting harp clock thing I think was from a magazine. And same with the avocado. And this picture of Lady Snowblood. My husband bought me a cupcake, and it had like this fake plastic tree in it, and I thought it looked like creepy hands the way the tree was made. Another Monday. So on this day we had, there's more snow, some work shenanigans I'm talking about up there. And so this is actually somebody that lives on our block. He has this Deadpool mask that he wears. It's like a toque to keep his head warm, but the way it's made looks really, really close to how the comic book Deadpool mask looks. And I've seen him a couple of times around. He's actually really interesting. He walks like the way he walks and the way he acts is very much like Deadpool, like what you've seen in the movie. And at the same time, it's cool, but also Deadpool's a psychotic character, so it's kind of creepy too. This day, there was a lot of excitement on this day, but I didn't really draw it. Went out for a day with my sister. We were going for breakfast at a place that I didn't want to go to, and I kept pointing at all these signs that say that we shouldn't go, just because I really didn't want to go. Anyways, when we got there, I seen so many cop cars. There's a cop car here and a cop car there, and I'm like, see, there's a cop car, we shouldn't go here. There's another cop car, we shouldn't go here. There's a fire truck, we shouldn't go here. And I think within 10 minutes of sitting in the restaurant and ordering coffee and figuring out what we want to order, we ended up getting evacuated because there was a bomb threat. So everybody was leaving. I didn't even get a sip of my coffee. I know that's such a first world problem, but I was really wanting that coffee. But this family that was sitting behind my sister, they didn't even flinch. They were all still sitting there eating, and they asked the waitress for a to-go box for their food, even though everybody was evacuating. So we ended up going to a different restaurant. Well, my first choice restaurant. Turned out really good. But on the way there were emergency vehicles. The way we take there's a bridge, and there's 2 lanes, 4 lanes altogether. 2 lanes are going one way, 2 lanes are going the other way, and the 2 middle lanes were blocked off, and they had emergency vehicles because somebody fell into the river or something, and the river was pretty much frozen over. So I don't know if they found the person or not. That was really scary. I tried drawing this dress I ordered. It looks nothing at all like this. This is like a really pathetic drawing. It's actually really pretty. It's like it's black and it has flowers all over it. That looks like garbage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I stamped it right on the page, and then I know for sure it went through, so I hit it with some cutouts and stuff there. This came with my husband's winter jacket. We joke about this from time to time. We always remind each other to vigorously shake the hood of his new jacket. Oh, I fell for the first time in years during winter on this day. I didn't really fall. I kind of just, I don't know what happened. I think my legs gave out. I really don't know. All I remember was opening my eyes and I was kneeling down in a snowbank beside my sister's car. It was more funny than anything. I didn't get hurt or anything at all. I went to staff party with the staff at the library I used to work at. And later on that night I watched a movie with my husband. We watched Sinister 2. Alright, so I'm gonna actually end it on this day. This was the 15th, my sister's birthday. I found this cutout in a magazine, so it's a birthday cake and it says Happy Birthday Ashley. And it worked out because that's my sister's name. and I saved this cutout for months. Definitely under a year, but yeah, I was very excited to use it finally. And then here I just talk about memories from growing up, like some of my favorite memories growing up with having a younger sister. And then the sides I decorated simply just with washi tape, and I used the color pink, well, kind of like a hot pink, because it's one of her favorite colors. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here because I did end up talking everybody's ear off like I said I wouldn't. So I'll make a second part to this video and finish up the 2016 month of December. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave it in the comments section below. Talk to you guys later. Bye!